Take a look at the front board.
Horrible.
As soon as I start talking, conversations have to stop. You have to be looking this way. I'm just going to write down a bunch of these. You can tell me if it matches up with what you have. If you see something you don't like, or if you have something different, let me know. Raise your hand. Tell me what you have for number 5. Jack.
5, 6, and 1.
5 sixths, and then 1. You needed to create a common denominator. 1 sixth, 2 sixths, 3 sixths, 4 over 6, then 5 over 6, then 6 over 6. Number 6 is 63. 7, 14, 57, 4373. Anybody recognize number 8?
Oh, yeah.
134.
What do we call this?
It's a this
Fibonacci sequence? Have you ever heard of that term? We'll talk more about that next week.
awesome.
And if you can't see the pattern, you're just adding up the previous 2. 8 plus 13 is 21. 13 and 21 is 34. 1 and 1 is 2. It's always the previous 2. And for number 9, did you have B here? Because you're dropping down 2 places in the alphabet. So you could have a couple different answers for the last one. As you reach the end of the alphabet, what's an option? You could go the other way. You could wrap around the alphabet and you'd end up with the Y. Maybe you would say you go from B to A to Z and then back to Y, skipping 2 letters in between. Lowercase g, 24, 22, 25, 11, 13, 91, 120, and 45, 50. And anytime you're looking for patterns, think of your order of operations. Try adding, subtracting. Try multiplication, division. Try exponents. Try combinations of those. Anybody get these? 15, 16, and 17. Anybody have an answer for 15?
I have half the answer. I think the first one's N.
Do you have a justification?
I was just thinking that it's vowel, 2 consonants, 2 consonants, 2 consonants, vowel, 2 consonants, and then 2, 2, 2, 1.
That's not it, but he's on the right track. When you look at letters, if we look at these letters up here, what's the first thing you try and look for or think about? Do you think about how it's alphabetical? Here we were looking for alphabetical order in a certain direction. Well, what else do you use letters for? To make words. So if you're looking at letters, maybe the second or third thing you should think of as a variable are words. Here's the answer. What kind of class are you in? More general. Math. And what do letters make? Or what are they a part of? Words. So think of some math words. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Even though you might think that there's an infinite amount of ways to look at things, there really isn't. If you got letters, think alphabetical. Then start thinking about words that might use those letters. Anybody have an answer for 16? Ryan.
24 and 3.
24 and 3. I've got something different. We'll see. I'll take a look at your justification. We'll look at mine and you'll decide which one sounds better. Got anything, Jeremy?
I don't know if I did it right. I put 21 and 0.
Let's see. Well, let's look at the changes. Plus 2, then what? Minus 3, plus 5, minus 7, plus 11, minus 13. So the next change would be positive or negative. So we're going to add here, we're going to add something here, then we're going to subtract something. Look at the numbers without the signs. What kind of numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13? Prime. What's the next prime number? And the next one? 19. So we get 18 minus the 19, negative 1. What should have triggered that in your head was the fact that 9 was skipped. We went from 2 to 3 to 5 to 7, then skipped 9 because those are prime numbers. We just got through talking about how letters, you think of alphabetical procedures, then you should think of words. Now I'm going to tell you not to think about them as letters at all. This is a geometry course, so look at these as if they're figures or diagrams. Or look at A, M, T, U, V, and W as if they were polygons. Don't think about their meaning as far as vowels, consonants, or language at all. Just look at them as figures. What is the same about all of those figures? What is the same about those 4? What's the same about those 3? What type of course are you in? You're on a geometry course. Think about the structure of those letters. What's common about each one in each row? And I can tell you K looks more like this. You can't see it, but the top portion is a little bit shorter than the bottom portion. Any ideas? Okay.
Row 1 is like, so it's symmetrical down the middle.
Good. Can we fold A, M, T, U, V, and W vertically? How about row 2?
You could slice it in the middle.
How about horizontally? None for row 3. F, G, L, K. You can't make them symmetric either vertically or horizontally. And row 4, you can do both. So where would X go? Row 4, how about Y? Back up here, and Z. Can't put it in row 2 because if you tried to fold the top onto the bottom, it would not be exact. Just more ways to think about ideas and puzzles. Now you've got a few more things in your toolbox the next time you see a puzzle. We are going to the lab. You guys can start moving down there right now. Take all your stuff.
Gordon, where's our jelly bean?